They risk everything, crossing dangerous waters, evading immigration authorities, and leaving behind family, culture, and everything they've ever known. But why? Why do hundreds of thousands of Caribbean nationals take such desperate measures to live undocumented in the United States? The truth is deeper than you think, and today we are peeling back the layers of this incredible, heart-wrenching reality. From 4 countries in the Caribbean, there are 631,000 undocumented nationals in the United States. That's not just a statistic. It's a crisis, a dream, a gamble, and sometimes a tragedy. The 4 countries are Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Jamaica. But before you judge their choices, let's take a journey into their world. What pushes them to leave? What happens when they arrive? And why do so many risk it all with no legal status? This isn't just about numbers, it's about lives. Stick around because by the end of this video, you will hear 4 mind-blowing facts about undocumented Caribbean immigration that will change how you see this issue forever. The numbers behind the story. Let's break it down. Cuba, 225,000 undocumented nationals. Driven by economic struggles and political repression, many Cubans flee with one hope: freedom. The U.S. has long provided a special path for Cuban migrants, but not all make it legally. The Dominican Republic. There are 191,000 undocumented nationals. The DR has seen economic growth, but inequality and poverty remain. With a long history of migration to the U.S., many Dominicans enter and overstay their visas, blending into existing communities. Haiti, 116,500 undocumented nationals. Earthquakes, political instability, and extreme poverty push Haitians to seek survival abroad. But getting legal entry is tough. So many take dangerous, illegal routes. Jamaica, 99,000 undocumented nationals. Economic struggles and lack of opportunities lead thousands to seek a better life in the U.S., often overstaying visas. Each of these numbers represents a life, a father, a daughter, a friend, living in fear, yet clinging to the hope of a better tomorrow. Why they risk everything. For many, leaving is not a choice, it's a necessity. In Haiti, survival is a daily struggle. The 2010 earthquake devastated the nation, leaving hundreds of thousands homeless. But even before that, Haiti was already in crisis. Political turmoil, gang violence, and extreme poverty turned daily life into an endurance test. Parents watch their children starve. Entire families live in makeshift shelters. For them, the idea of sneaking into the U.S. isn't about chasing luxury. It's about escaping death. For many Dominicans and Jamaicans, the U.S. represents opportunity. Back home, wages are low, and even skilled workers struggle to make a living. In America, there are job opportunities: construction, caregiving, cleaning, jobs that are exhausting but pay more than anything they could hope for back home. So, they take the risk. They overstay their visas or cross the border in search of a paycheck that can feed their families. Cuban migrants, especially, flee from a government that silences opposition and controls every aspect of life. In Cuba, speaking out against the government can cost you your freedom. Limited access to the internet, restricted speech, and an economy in shambles drive thousands to risk it all. Some escape on rafts, braving the open sea with no certainty of survival. Many undocumented migrants don't leave for themselves. They leave for those they love. One person working in the U.S. can send money home to support 10 people. For them, working under the table in America is a small price to pay for keeping their families alive. The hidden struggles of the undocumented. People assume that once you make it to the US, life is easy. But undocumented life is no fairy tale. Here's why. 1. Exploitation in the workplace. No paper means no protection. Many undocumented immigrants are paid under the table, underpaid, or even cheated out of their wages. They can't report abuse because one call to the authorities could mean deportation. 2. Fear of being caught. Imagine living in constant paranoia. You avoid hospitals, police, and any official paperwork because one slip-up could get you deported. 3. No safety net. If they get sick, lose a job, or become homeless, there are no government programs to help them. Many live in overcrowded apartments, work multiple jobs, and barely make ends meet. The journey, a dangerous gamble. Getting to the US isn't a smooth ride. Some take boats across treacherous waters. Many Haitians and Cubans attempt the perilous journey, and not all make it. Overstay visas. This is the most common method for Jamaicans and Dominicans. They arrive legally, but never leave. Cross borders on foot. Some travel through Central America, enduring cartel-controlled territories and deadly conditions. But even after making it, there's no guarantee of a good life. Yet, despite all the risks, the hope of something better keeps them going. Here are 4 bonus facts. 1. Haitians face the highest deportation rates despite some of the worst humanitarian conditions back home. The US frequently deports them back to crisis zones. 2. Cubans had a wet foot, dry foot policy for decades, meaning if they made it to US soil, they could stay legally. This policy was repealed in 2017, making life harder for Cuban migrants. 3. Dominicans are among the top overstayers in the US. Many enter legally, but remain undocumented for decades. 4. Jamaican undocumented workers often take care industry jobs, nursing, caregiving, domestic work, filling critical labor shortages, but with no legal protections. Undocumented immigration is not black and white. These are real people with real dreams, real fears, and real struggles. Some flee from oppression. Some flee from poverty. Some simply want a better future for their children. What do you think? Should there be more legal pathways for immigrants from the Caribbean? Drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. If this video opened your eyes, don't leave without hitting like and subscribing. Plus, watch another video here on impacting Jamaica. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay thinking.